Hey, Shalom, it's your brother Yonathan. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to say Shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Now, having the opportunity to be an understudy of your future profession, and we know our profession is to walk uprightly towards the Lord, especially for a man, if you've been fortunate enough for your lot to be, a teacher. It is truly a privilege if you get to be around brothers, just being able to have access to the videos, and especially being in person, I'll say that. But to be an understudy of this profession of ours, which is our, this is our reasonable service, is something that should be very highly appreciated, which is why we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, man. They're worthy of double honor, like the scriptures say. There's no price you can, put on that. Being shown the ropes. Getting to learn from others' mistakes in order to bypass some of the stumbling blocks that most people experience. So one of the things I always say, especially to brothers that are just coming in, all right, just in the flow of a conversation when I'm around brothers. Sometimes the Lord will have us go through something personally, and it may not even be for you, so to speak. He may have you go through a certain experience and see the ins and outs of it, learn from those certain mistakes you made, so that you could mentor another brother on that same situation. Because for you, it may not be something that was able to destroy you or to pull you all the way out. But for another brother, that same scenario might take them out. So the Lord has you go through a specific thing so that you can mentor another brother on it. And with Elder Manasseh Zakbar, when I came into the truth, a lot of things that I was going through that I had to deal with, he had been through them already and was able to give me advice on how to navigate it. Yeah, that held true, especially, but I got to be a witness, to, just how to deal with things on the highways and byways, in day-to-day life, especially that dealing with family. Some brothers don't have family, but I have children. I have a family. How do you, how do you move with this truth and have family? And I got to see all that. So there's certain things that, I didn't have to really go through that a lot of brothers go through, because I got to see the wisdom of how a man of the Lord that I had already been down that road was moving. So today we're going to talk about time management and giving that leisure time that you do get to the Lord so that you can grow, so that you can avoid particular stumbling blocks that are common in this walk. All right, so let's go to pull this up here. Is it gonna work? Hold on, guys, my button's not working. All right, there we go. It's Revelation 1 and 3, and after this we'll go to Sirach. But Revelation 1 and 3 says what? Blessed is he that readeth. And one of the things Elder Yazizaka often say is when a brother comes to him and he's saying, I'm low in the spirit, or this, that, and the third, he'll ask that brother, well, have you been reading? It's always a common theme when you're feeling low in the spirit. Have you been reading? Have you been giving time to the Lord to study? You could, even if you're making lessons, have you been reading? Because you can make lessons all day, but if you're not studying and putting gas in the tank, you're gonna be on E. All right, Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right, so not only are you putting what you learned into practice, but you're continuing to learn. It never stops. Even Elder Taharway, he'll tell us, hey, you never stop learning in this truth. And this is a man that's forgotten more things than I know. So let's go to Sirach here. Bear with me. Let me get it up on the screen for you all. So this is Sirach 38 and 24. Okay. And it reads, the wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure. And when we look up that word leisure here, let's get it. All right, put that up a little bit. It says free time at one's disposal, opportunity. Now this is what I want: the opportunity to do something, chance, occasion, and opportune time. So yeah, you have time where you just want to cool, right? You just want to chill out, maybe cut on a movie or something, but you have to set time throughout your day that's allotted to get the Lord, take those steps toward the Lord so he could take the steps towards you. All right. Whether, say you got an hour or hour, 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes of reading. You know, you do a lesson, 45 minutes. You know, you watch another brother's lesson. You know, after that, maybe that's like an hour 30, hour 30, 2 hours. There you go, bam. Get that out the way. And you can even break it up throughout the day. But you need to have some kind of schedule, some kind of program that you're on. And I got to see that up close and in person with Elder Menashe Zakbai. The man is very methodical about how his day goes. And if something disrupts it, you know, he'll get grumpy. But he's very, you know, he has a schedule, man. And over the amount of time, you know, look how many steps the Lord has taken towards him in return for those steps that he's taken towards the Lord. Look at the growth, you know. Let's go back to the Sirach here. Yep, Sirach 38:24. For the wisdom of a learned man, and that wisdom starts with what? The fear of the Lord. So you have to first fear the Lord. And if you fear the Lord, you're going to be concerned with how you're spending your day, how you you know, what you're giving your time to. Okay, if you're giving your time to this, everything else in your life, man, it'll fall into place, or fall out of place. Things that are not supposed to be in your life, they'll disappear. But you give your time to this, man, you know, things will end up being where they need to be. All right. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. And before I even came to Dallas, Elder Menashe Zakbai said something that just kept playing over and over in my head. He said, hey man, make sure you simplify your life. And that's what you got to do in this walk, man. Have little business. Simplify your life. All right, and it goes on to say here in verse 25, it says, how can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow? You're overworking yourself. You're giving too much time to, you know, the plantation. And some brothers, you know, if your work is overtaking your life to the point where you can't do what you're really supposed to be doing, you maybe need to get a different job. Most likely you do. Definitely you do. All right. And that glorieth in the gold that driveth oxen, and is occupied in their labors, and whose talk is of bullocks. You know what I mean? A man is essentially what he gives his time to. What are you giving your time to? That's the most, we can't get time back, right? So what are you giving your time to? That's what you are. What a man is giving his time to is what he treasures. And we know, like it says in Matthew the 6th chapter, okay? There, wherever a man's treasure is, I'm paraphrasing, there will his heart be also. Okay, so you got to keep your eyes single. In a way that, you know, a man's keeping his eyes single, he has allotted portions of his day that goes to the Lord. This is our daily sacrifice, all right? So yeah, man, this is just a quick lesson. I got another one I'm putting together that I've been thinking about for the big portion of the day, but I didn't get this. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a addition to the series I've been doing with Elder Yatzizak. Attributes that the Lord adds into his men, but I might put it in there on the playlist, you know, once we finish with the series. Yeah, so with that being said, man, Lord willing, you got something from it. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and I want to say shalom to all the brothers, and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.